this, and it's a chance for everybody listening on your way home to get rich. And not many other shows are letting you do that.
Now, it's probably slightly worse odds than Powerball tonight.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, let's look at it this way. Powerball has had some winners. However, I have great faith as one of Australia's most brilliant minds joins us. Horgs, are you there? Yes, in fine form. And the trademark whistle.
The trademark whistle gets people reaching for their checkbooks. Horgs. In the past, what do you think, besides WeatherBet, you keep going back to that where people could gamble on the weather, that was a website, what do you think your best invention's been so far?
Probably the Horgiana.
The Horgiana, you think you're very first?
The comfortable shoe.
It was a comfortable shoe, and it was very comfortable and very smart at the same time, so not too many people offer that.
No. Yeah. Were any sketches ever made of this shoe?
No, because no one wanted to invest.
Yeah. So it was more of a holy grail idea, and that's what I loved about the Horgiana. It was a mythical shoe. It was extremely comfortable and extremely stylish, yet no one had ever seen it or worn it.
I preferred the gym train, just one whole carriage dedicated to gym equipment so people could work out on their way to work. Horgs.
Let's not dwell on the investments that never got off the ground, Horgs. Do we have a new one for today?
Yeah, I do. Now, apologies for starting off my pitch this way, because I generally do, but
that's fine.
Cheese graters have done well over the years.
Horgs, I believe the last pitch we had was breakfast has done well over the years.
But cheese graters,
graters have done well over the years.
Very well over the years, and but the problem with cheese graters, is that when you waste a lot of cheese for starters, and if you don't want to waste cheese, you're cutting your fingers.
I see what you mean. So when you're getting towards the end, it's very difficult to finish it off. If you go for that little extra bit, you cut your fingers.
Exactly. You just start slicing your fingers off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then you end up ruining the whole cheese because it's full of blood anyway.
That is for a very vigorous grate at the end. But yes, it is possible you would grate your fingers to pieces.
So it's got me thinking. Today's invention is the Fingerater.
What's the Fingerater?
Fingerater. What happens here, we put little graters on the end of your fingers.
Yeah.
And then you just massage the cheese, and we're grating.
Hang on. Hang on.
We're away.
Just describe to me. So,
is it like thimbles that you put on the end of your hands, and at the end of the thimble is a grater?
Yeah, that's right.
So you got graters on both thumb and like index finger, or is it like a? Yep.
You got 10.
You've got 10 grating fingers.
So your hands, every fingertip has a cheese grater at the end, and you're massaging the cheese and it's grating it.
So it's impossible to cut your fingers.
Yes, true. However, I also don't understand quite where the cheese goes.
When you grate it, though,
and where does it fall to? Like with a normal grater, it falls on the inside of the grater.
Good question. I've thought about that.
Yeah, I hope so.
You just put the cheese on the blocking, the chopping block.
Yeah.
And then you put all your things on there. You just massage it on the chopping block, and then after about 2 to 3 minutes of massaging,
3 minutes,
the whole lot's done.
Horgs, I like it. I'm still trying to work it.
I don't know how to visualise it, but I mean, at the very least, you'll have stress-free cheese.
It's chipping off. Nice little grates is what I can understand of it. So basically, you've got.
Do you have to drag your fingers along the cheese to get it grating?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'd imagine.
I've added one added extra, which is good about this invention.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
If you just wanted a little sandwich, just a couple of bits of grates on the tomato, you don't have to use all 10. Just get one off and just on the cheese. How it goes on the
just the old single-digit grate.
Yeah. Okay. Jason on 131060 has a suggestion. Jason.
How are you, boys? Big fan, first-time caller.
Welcome, Jason.
Welcome, and say good day to Horgs if you like.
Horgs, love the ideas, mate. I've got a bit of an idea to help your idea.
Yeah.
Mate, how about a hando grater, an actual glove?
Wow.
So just an extension of the grate up the fingers. It protects the hands from Hamish's previous warning.
Yep.
About a whole glove, and you massage it exactly like you're doing.
Horgo?
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea.
Okay, so we have a glove prototype as well. Thank you, Jason.
Dennis, you have an idea as well on 131060.
Yeah, how you going, guys? Great show.
Thank you very much, Dennis.
Horgs, have you been drug tested lately? For probably the last 10 or 15 years, if you go to any supermarket, there's a whole area in the dairy section with grated cheese already in plastic bags.
Well, that's a good point, Horgs. I mean, there is a lot of pre-grated cheese these days. I mean, do you think
there's anything you want, essentially?
Is there a market enough for the Fingerater?
Of course it is. Well, Dennis had to go at me early, so I don't like him.
So that's going to already investor chairman relations are at boiling point here.
But does Dennis know? Yeah. Nice name, Dennis, by the way. But does Dennis know that cheese graters are selling quite a lot these days?
Well, do you know that?
I do.
How?
Do you have a cheese grater?
My mate sells them.
Your mate? Who sells them? I know all your friends. Who sells them?
Does Robbo sell them?
No, he doesn't. Robbo's a model. You know Robbo doesn't sell them.
Robbo doesn't do anything. My mate sells them. Unlucky argument you picked there, Horgs. Helen actually has a design fault. That's weird. Helen, what do you think could be wrong with the tiny series of graters that you put at the end of your fingertips?
Well, look, boys, you need to ask a woman about all of this, and I really value all of the contributions from the other boys. First of all, I'm just wondering, when you put a thimble on the end of your finger, the cheese is going to go inside the grater like it does in a normal grater. So then you've got cheese squashed between fingertip and grater.
True, but the way I was envisioning it, Helen, is you put the thimbles on and then they have like kind of a half semicircle of metal protruding from that. So when you grate...
When you drag your fingers along.
Drag your finger across, obviously the cheese kind of cuts along and then comes out in strips and just falls on the...
Right.
the
Well, there could be an opening for that. There could be a gap sort of at the bottom of the fingertip.
Yep.
And you maybe need to have the thimble a little bit longer than the first joint of the finger.
That's true. So, Horgs, in your current form, what's keeping the thimbles on?
It's bits of metal, I think.
Well, they are metal. But
when you drag your fingers on the cheese, when you massage the cheese, won't the pressure of the cheese pop the thimble off?
Mate, I've got no idea.
Helen, I think you're spot on. Alex, want to alert us for something?
Yeah, mate, look, the cheese grater that Horgs is describing, the one where you just rub it along, that's a bit of an 80s design. The one I got from my mum last year, it's actually like a little, you open it up, you put the desired amount of cheese in there, close it, and you wind it, and no fingers get cut. There's no contact with the cheese, so the hygiene's all good.
And there's no cheese left over at the end that's ungradable.
No cheese left over, and like even if there's a little bit, I mean, there's a little offcut. It's good to eat afterwards.
And Alex, would you say this is more efficient than putting 10 thimbles on each of your fingers?
Well, yeah, by the time you put 10 thimbles on, your spaghetti's going to go cold or something anyway. So
okay, what do you think?
Can I have a quick word to your listeners for a sec?
Yeah, go for it.
Look, guys, I'm really sorry about this one. I know you've obviously tuned in to invest, and I haven't come up with a good one again. But just, stay focused. I will, and we'll come up with a good one next time.
Good pep talk.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, mate.
I've never had him walk away from an idea before we pushed.